I wanted to discuss what I view as four core ways from right where you are, you can accelerate your saving and investing efforts by earning more. And I want to talk about two ways you can create liquidity that will also help you accelerate that saving and investing. So let's get onto those four core ways really quick. So perhaps the most obvious is ask for a raise at the current job. Is getting a raise as easy as asking? No, but that's where it has to start. You can't wait to get noticed that you're doing great work or uncover what you need to do to earn more. Worst case scenario, best case scenario, you ask, you get a raise. Probably a small one, but that's where the conversation is beginning. You're allowed to ask for more. You're allowed to ask for even more. And hint, allowed to ask for even more. If somebody says no or they hesitate in any way, follow up with this question. What would I need to do to earn more? Write it down. Do the thing, report that it's done, ask again. If it doesn't work, repeat. Companies want to do more business. Bosses want to hit their metrics. Not all employers are great at setting and resetting expectations. They're not all great at recognizing what their people are doing. Sometimes you have to ask. Sometimes you may even have to press. You always want to be nice. You always want to be polite, but you can never be afraid to ask. Now, there's this story of a father and daughter talking, and the father is saying to his daughter, you've been working so hard in school. I know you have a need for a vehicle. Here's a Jeep. I got this Jeep many, many years ago. It's pretty old now, but it still runs. It should serve you well. Before I give it to you, would you take it down to the used car lot and see how much they're going to offer you for it? And his daughter does that. And then she comes back, says to her dad, they offered me $1,000 because the Jeep's pretty worn out. Dad says, okay, now I want you to take it down to the pawn shop and do the same thing. She does as asked. When she returns, she says, pawn shop only offered me $100 for this old, beat up Jeep because it's really old and it's falling apart. Father nods his head, asks his daughter to go to a Jeep club now and ask them about the Jeep. And she does. She takes the Jeep down to the Jeep club and returns with a huge smile on her face. Dad, she says, people in the Jeep club offer me $100,000 for it. It's an iconic Jeep sought out by collectors. The father's lesson was simple. The right place values you the right way. If you're not valued, it just means you're in the wrong place. Anger is pointless. Those who know your value are those who appreciate you. Seek them. Never stay in a place where no one sees your value. When you ask for a raise, the worst thing that can happen is you get a flat no. Every time you get a flat no, it feels like a hell no. But in a way, this is good too. Now you know they don't or can't see you. They don't or can't see the value you bring to the table. If you see the value and they don't, it's not personal. It's just not the right place. Look for a new place where they see your value. And now it should go without saying, but I'm not going to let it. You have to be worth the raise before you ask. So just real quick, would you give you a raise? Are you putting in the time? Is the time you're putting in productive? Do you know what's expected of you? Are you providing it? Are you getting better at it? Are you learning new skills on the job? Have you identified how to go above and beyond? Are you going above and beyond? Are you preparing for that next job up the ladder? If you can honestly say that you're doing all these things and they still don't appreciate you, you're in the wrong place.